Hey y'all, some behind the wheel diaries. um, there's a lot of crazy energies going on simultaneously right now. A lot of shifts. Mercury's in retrograde. And you know what? I try not to focus on that. When Mercury goes into retrograde, I try not to even talk about it. I don't want to use it as an excuse for anything. However, I have noticed in the past year and a half how much it can really affect life. And last July was awful for me, and I noticed everyone around me when I was in Reno that everybody was having lots of issues that had to do with Mercury in retrograde. And I mean specific stuff, like this one photographer I knew, so many of her photo files had just disappeared. She lost them. Another friend, he had somebody from his past message him out of nowhere and just start yelling at him via text message, you're an awful person and this and that, and just all this stuff coming up from the past, people from the past. Oh my goodness, electronics going haywire, travel plans changing. You're not supposed to make big decisions during this time period. Well, sometimes you have to make big decisions. They come to the forefront, and it just has to happen. I just want to send love to everybody out there. Honestly, in my little world of existence, my personal reality, it has been chaotic. And it's been very chaotic for a while now, but the past week and a half has been chaos. And I didn't expect it to be. I thought, everything was on lock, everything was good. I mean, I'm talking like home that was secured, just out from under me. I've been traveling, and so that's kind of like hearsay, because it's not like I was like evicted from my house or something, but like I thought I had secured a place for a month while traveling, and it just, I couldn't stay there due to circumstances. And well, I'll just be real, the place had bed bugs. It was gross. So I left. I could have stayed, but I didn't want to stay. But it was just like unexpected, and I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? But really, I know that I'll figure it out. We always do. We always figure it out. So it's been crazy. And I'm blessed. I'm fortunate. I'm fortunate to have a vehicle in Los Angeles, because not having a vehicle in Los Angeles is not an easy thing to deal with. I am thankful to have a friend to stay with in the midst of finding a permanent home. So there's a lot to be grateful for, but it's been very chaotic, to say the least. What's been going on in your guys' world? How many of you have been experienced the chaos that is Mercury in retrograde? I found out that a friend a couple days ago, his life was taken from him in a really gruesome way, and we're not really sure what happened. Like, really crazy stuff going on. And I know that's negative, but you know what? Part of the spiritual experience is integrating the dark and the light. If you're on a spiritual journey and it's nothing but rainbows and butterflies, you're not on a real spiritual journey. That's something that I've learned, especially in the past couple years, is that spiritual journey includes the dark and the light. And facing a lot of darkness, spiritual journeys are not fun. Like, there are very fun parts of them and very magical points, but spiritual journey, a lot of it is about healing wounds that we have been pushing off from a long time in this life, and even other lives, and even ancestors connected to us. I mean, it goes deep. Talk about going down the rabbit hole, right? I mean, have you heard of the Akashic Records? If you haven't, please look up the Akashic Records. Everything we say, do, think, everything is stored in the Akashic Records. So there's a lot to heal, okay? There is a lot to heal in this lifetime for each of us. I just want to give love out there. More and more love. More love, more love. I have found myself in negative spots over the past week and a half. I've had a lot of old negative beliefs about myself. Really, just bad thoughts. Very low self-esteem type thoughts. Oh, you're not worthy enough of this, or oh, you're not good enough with this. Lots of this have come up in my reality, but the good thing is I've been aware of it. I'm like, oh, okay, whoa. But so a lot of times Mercury in retrograde, from what I'm learning, is a lot of these like negative thoughts or situations, they come up to our forefront, but they're there for us to heal them, especially what I'm talking about, like thoughts like, oh, I'm not good enough to do this or that, or no, I'm not going to make it in my career because of this X, Y, and Z. Like, all that is stuff that comes up during Mercury in retrograde, specifically for us to alchemize and heal. And how can we do that? Man, it all goes really deep, but I would like to throw out one of the little secrets here is scripting. Okay, I'll make a video specifically about scripting, but I'll throw it out there. And you know what? There are a lot of channels that talk about this. Jake Ducey, the You Are Creators channel with author and just law of attraction guru Justin Perry. Okay, these types of people they've been making a living off teaching this stuff. Those are channels that you'd probably love to go check out if you're into this, or if you're starting to get into this, the law of attraction, manifesting, visualizing. This stuff is no joke, okay? But the thing is a lot of times people don't tell you about the specifics, about the fact that to visualize what you desire in your life, you have to reprogram your subconscious mind. Because otherwise there are energetic blocks. This stuff goes deep, okay? This isn't just, oh, law of attraction. I would really like a house in Malibu. I'm going to stare at a picture of a house in Malibu, and I'm going to work on my career every day. They kind of make you think I don't know who they is, but just overall out there in the world, a lot of times people will make you think that's all you need to do. Work hard every day, toward your dreams, toward making money, and visualize. Okay, it's not just that. And it took me a few years to figure out what it is. It's driving me nuts. These people are selling classes, $2,000 here, $1,200 here. Buy my class. I'll teach you the secrets. It took me longer to figure it out, but I didn't spend a dime except for the internet and the phone that I paid for to figure out this information and to do research. Scripting. Reprogramming your subconscious mind. That is a huge way. And I'm in the midst of that now. I'm in the midst of reprogramming my subconscious mind. I have not completely reprogrammed it. And this will be interesting to watch years from now when I come back and I'm like, oh my goodness. Rescripting your subconscious mind is going to allow you to have deep-rooted subconscious thoughts that are positive. In a nutshell. Like, I'm gonna be very vulnerable with you, okay? I have a negative thought that says, I have a hard time making money. Money doesn't come easily to me. It's very hard for me to make money. I'm a musician. Whoa. Cancel that thought out, okay? Negative city all the way. That is nothing but negativity that I'm harboring in my subconscious mind. But my conscious mind, thankfully, has woken up enough to realize this and to change it. Because for years, I was just asleep. My third eye was calcified, and I did not understand that I was holding all these deep subconscious negative beliefs about myself. Because the thing I need you to understand is that what I think on a conscious level is not necessarily the same of what I think deep down in my subconscious mind. The subconscious mind never sleeps. It never sleeps. So we can reprogram it even when we sleep. That's why people listen to these hypnosis tapes. Some people make fun of it. That stuff is very real. And I could give you a few examples. I'll just give you one real quick. I started working at this shop, and all of the brand names I'd never even heard of till I worked at the shop. And I woke up saying the brand names and saying like, oh, 25% off, this and that. Like, this stuff is real. Like, things go deep in your subconscious mind. They do it through television, music, anything. You can do it to yourself. I did it to myself by working at this shop. I was taking in all of their sales and their prices and their brand names to the point that I was waking up in the middle of the night or waking up early in the morning saying them when I woke up. That's crazy. But it's crazy awesome because you can reprogram it with all positive beliefs about yourself, about life, about anything. How do you do this? Well, listening to hypnosis when you go to sleep. Justin Perry has so many awesome videos that I suggest, and you can also subscribe and pay for a membership. I think it's like $5 a month or something. It's super cheap, and you can just download all these MP3s. You could do it when you sleep, when you first wake up, during meditation, and I recommend, and I've been off of mine, I must get back on it, but every day scripting and writing, preferably in a blue ink pen on white paper, okay? And you can say it out loud. If you're alone, you can just write it. If you don't have that privacy, whatever you want to rewire, like that negative thought I had about myself where I was saying how it was hard for me to believe I could make money and because I'm a musician and all these made up thoughts. You know how many rich musicians are out there and how many well-paid musicians that aren't famous? I digress. I take that thought and instead I write on the paper over and over and over again. Kind of like, Bart Simpson on The Simpsons where he's rewriting things. That's what you're going to be doing, okay? And I would say over and over again, money comes to me easily. I make great money as a musician. That's it. And write that. A great one I found is the 5-5-5 method. 5 days straight, 55 times. You're going to 5 days straight, 55 times write the affirmation. And that way it is programmed in there. Because there's repetition with this. Like all those sales and brands that I was speaking when I woke up, like, in a dreamlike state, I had been looking at those over and over again for weeks. I've been studying them. This is the same thing. So you can reprogram your mind for abundance, for love, for anything it is that you feel you are missing in your life. Y'all, this has turned into a much longer video than I thought, but I'm happy about it. I just started feeling it and I started speaking about it. This video started talking about the crazy energies going on right now. My biggest suggestion that I've gotten through friends and teachers, ground yourself. Ground yourself. Look up grounding techniques. Find something that works for you. There's no one right way to do this. There's no one right way to meditate. Ground, put up protective bubbles during this retrograde, and just focus on love, man. Focus on love. More to come about reprogramming your subconscious mind. More to come during this retrograde. I hope everyone is doing the best they can. I love you all. Much love and light. Thank you for being a friend.